Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Brad Pitt confesses he needed rebooting after sobering incident that led to Angelina Jolie divorce. Brad Pitt isn't holding back when it comes to his sobriety. Following a 2016 incident on a private plane with Angelina Jolie and their children, one that led Jolie to promptly file for divorce, Pitt started attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and became sober. In a new interview with actor Dax Shepard on his Armchair Expert podcast, Pitt explains that at the time, he needed rebooting. "I was pretty much on my back, or on my knees," Pitt said of his decision to get sober. "I was trying anything and anything anyone threw at me. It was a particularly difficult time. I needed rebooting. I needed to wake the F up in some areas. And it just meant a lot to me." Shepard, who is sober himself and originally met Pitt at one of these meetings, said that the F1 star was insanely gracious to the other attendees of their all-male AA group, and Pitt admitted he was inspired by the openness of the other men sharing their experiences. When asked if he was nervous about being vulnerable during the meetings as a public figure, Pitt said he'd been assured that the things he said would remain private, but he also admitted that it was important for him at the time to take responsibility for the things he'd done wrong. "I am a stubborn F, but I am also, when I've stepped in S, I'm pretty good at taking responsibility for it and owning up to it," he said. "And now it's a quest to, what do I do with this? How can I write this and make sure it doesn't happen again?" Because of this, he said he was open to the idea of Alcoholics Anonymous, despite generally being a shy person. He said that when he did therapy then, he was also quick to share details of the things he'd done. Shepard's co-host, Monica Padman, said that was very trusting of him, and he gently corrected her saying, "or desperate." While he didn't mention the plane incident directly, the New York Times reported in a 2019 interview with the actor that that's what led to his decision to stop drinking. "I had taken things as far as I could take it, so I removed my drinking privileges," he admitted during the interview. He added, "It was actually really freeing just to expose the ugly sides of yourself. There's great value in that." The outlet reported that Pitt spent a year and a half attending meetings. In September 2016, there was an alleged altercation on a flight that Pitt and his then-wife Jolie took with their 6 children. During the flight, Pitt allegedly choked one of the children and struck another in the face, and grabbed Jolie by the head and shook her. He then poured beer and red wine on her and their 6 children. Valerie Bertinelli, Elle Macpherson, Brad Pitt, Rob Lowe explain how sobriety has changed their lives. Some of the children pleaded with Pitt to stop, according to court documents filed by Jolie in Los Angeles Superior Court. They were all frightened. Many were crying. Days after the alleged incident, Jolie filed for divorce. Her lawyers have claimed that Pitt had been abusive towards her prior to the incident, but that had been the first time he'd allegedly involved the children. The FBI conducted an investigation in 2016, and no charges were filed against him. He's denied the allegations of physical abuse, and December 2024, 8 years after Jolie originally filed for divorce, the former couple reached a settlement. At the time, Jolie's lawyer, James Simon, told Fox News Digital, "More than 8 years ago, Angelina filed for divorce from Mr. Pitt. She and the children left all of the properties they had shared with Mr. Pitt, and since that time she has focused on finding peace and healing for their family. This is just one part of a long ongoing process that started 8 years ago. Frankly, Angelina is exhausted, but she is relieved this one part is over." A source close to the matter additionally told Fox News Digital at the time, "She doesn't speak ill of him publicly or privately. She's been trying hard to be light after a dark time." The source continued, "The kids have grown up seeing that some people have so much power and privilege that their voices don't matter. Their pain doesn't count. They have wanted her to speak up for herself, to defend herself over these years, but she reminds them to focus on changing laws over telling public stories." A representative for Pitt declined to comment on the settlement, but in May, Pitt spoke about the settlement in an interview with GQ. When he was asked if things felt different after the divorce was settled or if he felt any sense of relief, Pitt replied, "No, I don't think it was that major of a thing. Just something coming to fruition." Legally, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie to Olivia Wilde, Jason Sudeikis. A look at Hollywood's messiest splits. The issue of child custody was a sticking point for several years during the